Next, we have Dr. Kim Heang from the past president of Asian Real Estate Network Alliance, or ARENA. He will speak on the topic of the impact of Chinese investment on Cambodia real estate market.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Get up. Please stand up. Please, ladies and gentlemen, stand up. Hello, how are you? So please say hi to the people on your left and your right hand. Please kiss them if you can. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here today. And first of all, let me speak in Khmer because I'm from Cambodia. អរគុណបងអុកញ៉ាទាំងអស់ហើយមិត្តភ័ក្តិដែលមកពីកម្ពុជាអរគ្នាចូលរួមកម្មវិធីថ្ងៃនេះយើងគ្រប់ធំ20អ្នកជាងខ្មែរធំជាងគេ I'm very proud to be Cambodia because we have a group of delegates around 20 people who are here today. I was invited by Dr. Sopon, my professor. Actually, we know each other for around 12 years. He invited me to here to give a speech talking about the impact of the Chinese investor or Chinese investor into the Cambodia real estate market. You see my picture is like 10 years picture, look very handsome. And now I don't think I am still handsome. You see on the top, I say the from real estate agent to be real estate developer. During the lifetime, we meet some very old friends and very new friends talking about real estate business. And some of them ask me, what is my job? I tell them, previously I got a job, but for the last 18 years, I lost all job. I remember like 18 years ago, after I graduated from South Korea, and then I come back to Cambodia, I cannot apply for a job. That's why I have to do something to survive. So I start my first real estate company. Actually, we start at that time like 2004. At that time, we don't have the company. Just no licensed real estate agent. Until 2007, I start my first company. My first company we call Khmer Real Estate. Khmer Real Estate is my first company in 2007. And a lot of people in this room, my senior member, they know me well because I'm very lucky that I become the president of the Real Estate Association in Cambodia for 4 years. From 2015 to 2018, I was the president of the Real Estate Association. And during that time, I traveled a lot in Asia, US, Europe, to meet a lot of MOU and meet a lot of people and learn a lot of things in real estate. I was the president of the AWA, Asian Value Association. I am the first Cambodian to be the president of Asian Value Association in 1916. So in real estate, we do from A to Z. We do property brokerage. We do property valuation. We do property management. We do property investment. And now I'm one of the developers in Cambodia. So agent, valuation, management, investment, and development, we do all in real estate in Cambodia. And after the 2016, we applied to US very often. Finally, we signed the master franchise of KW, Keller Williams Realty International from US. We took into Cambodia for the master franchise agreement of 20 years plus 20 years. When we signed the master franchise, at that time I was 39 years old. So if the master franchise go well, it will last until I am 79 years old. very old at that time. In 2018, I was lucky again become the president of the ARENA. ARENA is stand for Asian Research Network Alliance. That's why a lot of senior members here, we know each other well, and it's 3 years we don't meet each other. You know how we become a real estate agent, a wire to be developer. During the COVID time, a lot of people in the world, not only Cambodia, they suffer from the COVID. During difficult time, it will tell you who is who. You know, if something is easy, everyone can know it, the result, the profit is less. I always tell my people and tell myself, no risk, no return. High risk, high return. If that job is simple, everyone can do it. I tell them, don't waste your time to do it because it's too easy. So when it's come too easy, the profit is less. That's why I start my first development project we call KA Resident. It's a 328 unit, and in 2 years and a half, we finished. We sold more than 200 units, and we finished all the construction. Last year, we start the second project. How we build and sell in COVID time. Everyone, a lot of people in the world, they suffer. But at that time, I start my first project, and now I come to my second project. Because in COVID time, the labor got cheaper. The construction material get cheaper. And nobody build. What we make money from COVID time, why we develop the project in COVID time? Because during the COVID time, everything got cheaper. The labor, we have enough labor and we pay them less money than normal. The construction material drop the price every 3 months. That's why we build the first project in COVID time. And now almost of our unit complete the construction and sell very well. Last year, we start the second project. It's a very big one. We call the VS. VS stand for We Mean Samnang project. And the whole project value is 270 million. It's not easy to start this kind of project in Cambodia. But we start and then we sell very well. In 11 months, we sold for more than 33 million US dollars. The standard, we plan to sell 4 to 5 million US dollars per month. And then we expect to sell 5 million per month from January 2023. The reason that I come to speak here, I want to promote Cambodia, promote my project. We have a plan to build a town for Cambodian people. The value of the project is 500 million. And then we want to sell our project worldwide. During the long time, I talked to one of our friends. The population of Cambodia is only 17 million. It's very small. The population of Asean, 10 plus 1, Timor East. The population of Asean is around 600 million. It's not much. The population of the world is 7,900 million. So as developer, if we build project and then we sell to local market, you die very soon. Because the local market is not enough to cover to buy our project. 2024, I plan to start my third project. It's a 500 million US dollar project. We need to sell to the world. Anyone in this room want to sell my project? Put your hand. Wow. We can sign the MOU after my speech. Middle of 2023, I think June, we will have one event in Cambodia we call Camp Asean Real Estate Expo. We hope we can bring the project to sell overseas. No. My topic, I have 40 minutes to talk about my topic, the impact of Chinese investment into real estate market in Cambodia. How many of you know Cambodia? Put your hand, please. Get me one microphone. I want to ask someone. Moderator. Get me one microphone. Give the phone to my brother Kim Hong-Tan, the President Research Association from Myanmar. Tell me what you know about Cambodia.
Cambodia. I've been Cambodia. Cambodia population is around 35 million.
That's wrong.
Wrong.
That is wrong.
Wrong.
What you know? What you know is wrong.
Yes. So smaller than my country.
Yes.
So how about 30 million population in Cambodia? Correct or not? Please.
We are only 17 million by world meter.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, President Kim. Thank you. Just joking.
Yeah.
Let me come back to you about the history of Cambodia. Cambodia is the third world country. 30 years ago, everyone in the world, they call Cambodia as a third world country. Third world country, it means a very, very poor country in the world. And we know that we were a very poor country in Asia. From 1991, 31 years ago, we start a new Cambodia. When we talk about Cambodia, in the past, a lot of people say it's a war fighting and war every day. But from 1991, we held the first foreign investor into Cambodia, into real estate. You know, from 1979 until 1991, we don't have international or foreign buyer, foreign international people come to visit or buy property in Cambodia. In 1991, the first buyer into the state Cambodia is from Taiwan. Into East Taiwan. 1991 until 96, a lot of Taiwanese investors they come to buy land in Cambodia. You know, from 1991 until now, 31 years, some property it get the price increase 2,000 times. Some area in Phnom Penh, 1991 only $1 and now become 5,000 US dollars. The price increased 1,000 times in the last 30 years. And from 1991 until 1996, Taiwan stands #1 for the international buyer of property into Cambodia. From 1997 until 2000, there was not many buyer because we have internal problem again. So from 2000 until now, more and more foreign investor buyer developer come into Cambodia. But what I can tell you, the golden time of the real estate industry in Cambodia start from 2012. 2012. Everyone remember the crisis happened in Asean. We call the Asian crisis happened in 1997. And then we call the world crisis happened again in 2007. In 2007, the world crisis actually start from US. In 2008 is a world crisis. Everyone suffer. Cambodia also, we are not good at that time. Until 2012. And then 2012, we have more international buyer, investor, developer come into Cambodia. It helped our market grow. until now. My topic talk about why Chinese invest into real estate of Cambodia. So when Chinese come, actually Cambodia is a country have 1,000-year history with Chinese. Chinese from everywhere of the world. Anyone in this room have the Chinese flag? Can you put your hand? Yes, a lot of people. You know why I put my hand? And one of them. We have Chinese, they're from China because of war and fighting. They move to Vietnam, some go to Cambodia, some go to Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, and everywhere. So Cambodia have a very long history with Chinese. But the real Chinese investor come to Cambodia start from 2013. From 2013 till 9 years, almost 9 years, Chinese is #1 for real estate into Cambodia. So why we have Chinese invest into Cambodia? What is the best that Cambodia can attract Chinese and other investors? So I talk about the Cambodia. Cambodia is a very old country in the world, but it's a small country. We have the population only 70 million. 68 or 70% of us are under 42 years old. Cambodia is a young and dynamic country. The population of Cambodia is 70 million, but more than 10 million, 70% of us are under 42 or 43 years old. When you go to Cambodia, you will see a lot of young people in Cambodia. So Cambodia is a country with young people. You all know that a country with young people, what they need everything. They need house, they need education, they need entertainment. So when you go to a country with young people, any business can make money. Of course, the best one must be real estate developer. During the long time, I talked with my brother Harry from Singapore. We know each other, I think, 6 years, from 2016 until now, 6 years, 7 years. I was the agent, and then I tell him, I have already converted myself from real estate agent to be developer. The reason is, as agent, we can sell every one project. I was a #1 agent in Cambodia. I sold every one project. And why not? I set up my own project and sell my own project, make more money. Come back to Cambodia, population 17 million, 70% are under 42 years old. How about politics? We know very well the politics in Cambodia is very sad. For the last 30 years, politics in Cambodia very, very sad compared to other countries in the world. And what about the land in Cambodia? You know, in Cambodia, we never know you have the national disaster in some part of the world. Cambodia, we don't have the natural disaster. Volcano, there is no volcano in Cambodia. Earthquake, there is no earthquake in Cambodia. No other big natural disaster in Cambodia. We call Cambodia the land of God. Very safe for living. Very safe for living. So people who want to have a safe life, Cambodia. Economy of Cambodia is a freedom economy. Everyone can make money in Cambodia for free. You are from US, you are from China, from Europe, from Asia or Asian country. You want to do business in Cambodia, you are welcome, and you can become owner of your business 100%. Money transfer free, tax very flexible. If you want to run a hotel in Cambodia, you can do it. You own the hotel 100%. You manage your hotel. You make the profit. You can send the profit to any country in the world. No problem. So doing business in Cambodia is very flexible. and the tax also very flexible. How about the people? In Cambodia, we speak any languages you speak. Cambodia is very open for foreign languages. It doesn't matter where you're from. We speak any languages you speak. English, Chinese, Korean, Japan, any languages we speak. Our young people, they are eager to learn any languages. And you know, we are a country that is number one. People always smile. A country with young population, a country with the economic growth 7% for the last 20 or 30 years, a country that with the law is very flexible in Cambodia, a country that you come to invest, you become the owner of your business, you run your own business and you make money, you keep money in Cambodia or you send money to overseas, you can do it freely. That's Cambodia. So not surprised that Chinese come to invest to Cambodia because they know they come to invest in Cambodia, they can make money. Thailand is a wonderful country for investment. Malaysia is great. Singapore is wonderful. But when we talk about the competitive advantage for investment into one country, we have to understand where you put money. I have experience with some of my Japanese and Taiwan investors. We do together for more than 10 years. I asked them, why you invest into Cambodia, not Thailand, not Malaysia, not Singapore, other country? They give us the example. They say, the room for growth is very big in Cambodia. Why? You see the economy of Cambodia, we can say Cambodia is 10 years below Vietnam. What Vietnam have 10 years ago is what we are having now. And future of Cambodia the next 10 years, it will be similar to Vietnam now. I always say the economic of Cambodia is 20 years below Malaysia or Thailand. When we talk about Cambodia, we talk about Thailand or Malaysia, I say we are 20 years below them. What Thailand had 20 years ago is what Cambodia now. What Cambodia can achieve need 20 years is what Thailand now. Come to where you still have the room to grow and make money. If you want to have a long-term business plan, if you want to have more money, if you come to where you still have the chance, Cambodia. Because we are still young. We are 30, I think we are 40 years below Singapore. I think Cambodia is Singapore 1980. Cambodia is Singapore 1980. So what we can be Singapore at least 30 or 40 years later. But the speed of growth, we try faster. So can be 30 years, we can reach Singapore now. Long-term business come to Cambodia. Because we are still young, the opportunity is very big. The chance for you to manage a lot. And if you don't know anyone in Cambodia, in this group we have 20 Thai rich people. You know we have a lot of Nha here. You know what is of Nha? In Malaysia or Singapore, I'm not sure, we have Dato. Cambodia, Malaysia, we have Dato. Cambodia, we call of Nha. Some bong of Nha crop show them. Bong na mi group of Nha some crop show them. Okay, clear. Four of them are Nha. You know how to be Nha? We need to have the society for 500,000 years old. Four of them are real estate developer in Cambodia. They have the country for more than 500 years old to be Nha. Every one of you can be Nha in Cambodia. if you have our country for more than 500,000 US dollar. So if you want to do business in Cambodia, you can contact 4 of them because they have the country for more than 500,000 US dollar to be on here. Hadi, you want to be on here in Cambodia? 500,000. No money, no honey. What business you can do without money? Anyone tell me what business we can do without money? I cannot. What's that? Give the microphone to my sister, please. What business we can do without money?
Real estate. I run my business without paying even 1 rupee.
Real estate?
Yes. You can do real estate without the business.
Without money?
Yeah. A real estate consultant doesn't need money to do this business.
Okay, thank you. The other sister, please. What business we can do without money? What is that? So what do you invest without money?
I use my brain and my experience in real estate industry for a long time.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, thank you anyway. Thank you. Nothing in the world company. There ain't nothing in the world company except love from mother. Love from father is also not free. So, of course, real estate, we need money, but less money. If you just to be a real estate agent, you don't need much money. We need some money. At least we need money to cover your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and gasoline and telephone. If you're real estate agent, you don't need to spend much money, but at least you have money to cover your lunch, breakfast, dinner, supper, entertainment, gasoline, telephone, and some markup to make you more beautiful. If you use brain, knowledge, experience to get money also can, but how you get experience and knowledge, you have to money to spend for study. Any business need money. Just some business need less and more. But in real estate, if you become developer, you will spend a lot of money in the project. My current project, 220 million for the whole project. So money go out every day. It's very risky business. The bigger, the more dangerous, but the result is very sweet. So you already know about Cambodia, Chinese that come because they make money. So what? The effect from foreign real estate investment, Chinese international investor into Cambodia real estate market. What the effect that Cambodia real estate market get from Chinese and international investor? Let me tell you about Cambodia. Let me tell you about Cambodia. Cambodia was under France for 90 years. From 1863 to 1953, we are under the colonial of France for 90 years. In our grandparent generation, we all speak French. Anybody here speak French? Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour. Merci beaucoup. Soyez bien. We back. In our grandparent generation, we speak French. We speak French. Yes. But now it's a new generation. Foreign investor affect to a lot of real estate market in Cambodia. What happened if there is no international investor into real estate in Cambodia? What happened? It's a simple question that we ask our own and ask yourself. It doesn't matter where you're from. You're from Cambodia, Myanmar, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, US, Europe, Canada, India. Think about it. What happened if there is no international investor into your country? If there is no international investor or developer into your country, what happened? Of course, the land still very cheap. If there is no international investor developer into our own country, the land is still very cheap. Why the land $1 30 years ago now become 5,000 US dollars? Some part of Phnom Penh capital, the land price increased 5,000 times in 30 years. Why? Because of international and investor into real estate. You know, Cambodia entered France for 90 years. When I was young, when we see black, white skinned people, when I was young, when we see white skinned people, they call them friends. We will say bonjour, bonjour. You know why? Of course, white skinned people are not only friends. American, English, Germany, Spanish, more. But when we see white skinned people, we always call them friends because we are under France for 90 years. For the last 10 years, from 2012 or 30 until now, we have investors from anywhere of the world. But the majority are Chinese-speaking investors. We have investors from China, of course. We have investors from Taiwan, from Hong Kong, from Macau, from Singapore, from Malaysia, and from other countries, from Korea and from Japan. But Cambodian in the new generation, when they see investor, Asian or Asian investor or developer, they always call them Chinese. Like Harry Yao, he's my senior brother. Of course, stand up please. Tucker, how ma? How are you? He is Chinese. Where are you from, please?
Singapore.
35 years ago, where were you?
Before that, I was from Malaysia.
50 years ago, where were you?
50 years ago, still in Malaysia.
How about your parents?
My parents are from China. I'm a Hokkien from Fujian.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. If Harry Yao, he come to Cambodia, people will call him Chinese. Why? He's Chinese, but originally from Malaysia, and now he live in Singapore. So the generation now in Cambodia, when we see investor developer, we call them Chinese. Of course, Malaysian investor into Cambodia also Malaysian Chinese. Singaporean developer into Cambodia also Singaporean Chinese. Taiwanese investor in Cambodia also Chinese. Even from Thailand, from Vietnam, from other, mostly Chinese. That's why the Chinese play a big role into real estate into Cambodia for development and investment. I can tell you, without international investor and developer, the land price of Cambodia still the same 30 years ago, $1 per square meter, and now 5,000. Should we be happy or not happy? Mr. Visa, Give microphone to him, please. Are you happy with Chinese investor into Cambodia or not, please? And why? Here's a dealer point and connect. Stand up, please.
Hello. Good morning.
Afternoon.
Okay. Just to wake everyone up. We absolutely support foreign investor coming to Cambodia, especially China, whom the world recognize him as the biggest market in the world. So we need more hand to have, and we need to shake hand together. And we foresee the big growth if we have more investors coming into our countries.
Okay.
A short reason.
You happy?
Sure.
Okay, give a hand to him. I remember 4 years ago, I visit Forest City in Choro Baho of Malaysia. I visit 4 years ago. It's a very big project from China. What happened to them now? No business. Chinese come is good and also not good. Good in something, not good in something. But any country in the world reject Chinese investor? A lot of country, they don't like Chinese investor come. But a lot of country also need Chinese investor come. You know who invests the most in US real estate? Chinese. Any country reject Chinese investor, you have the right to reject because of politics. But for the economy, you have to say yes because they have the real money. They have the real money. A lot of rich Chinese, they buy property in Europe and US, not only Asia. They have money. In the term of politics, we can talk something. Because of the politics, you can talk something. But in terms of business economic, we cannot say no to money. When Chinese people, they buy property in US, what currency they use? US dollar. When Chinese people buy property in Cambodia, what money they use? US dollar. If we say no to them, it means we say no to US dollar. Anyone in this room say no to US dollar? You can put your hand. No one. Nobody say no to US dollar. Chinese, they go anywhere, they buy property, they use US dollar. So if you say no to them, it means you say no to US dollar. And if you say no US dollar, all money in your bank give to me. Chinese very strong. Of course, politics, we don't know. I don't talk, okay. But inter business, it's very strong. Chinese is one of the players that make real estate market in Cambodia grow. We need more Chinese people come in with US dollar. Cambodia is one of the country Cambodia is a few country in the world use US dollar everywhere, the whole country. If you have a chance to visit Cambodia, you don't need to change your money. I think I come to Thailand, I need to change to Thai baht. I go to Malaysia, I need to change to Malaysian ringgit. I go to Singapore, I need to change into Sing dollar. But if you go to Cambodia, you can use US dollar everywhere in Cambodia. You know what currency we use for the salary? US dollar. All people in Cambodia, the salary we count by US dollar. From airport to hotel, taxi, US dollar. So US dollar is everywhere in Cambodia. So for this slide, I can see Chinese is a big player that can bring the real estate of Cambodia into the next level. Without Chinese, the real estate market and credit cannot grow until now. More than 70% of us make money from real estate. More than 70% of rich people in Cambodia make money from real estate. Without real estate, we cannot make million US dollars. How people here that can donate $500,000 to be on nhà because they make money from real estate. Do they joint venture with local company or do this investment buy land and develop by themselves? You know, not only Chinese, also Korean, Japanese, Singaporean, Malaysian, more. When they come to invest into Cambodia or they come to develop Cambodia, they have two options. They can do the joint venture with local company, or they can buy land and develop by themselves. So, if they come and the joint venture with local company, it's easy but risky. Not only Chinese, anyone in the world, if they want to come to into Cambodia, they have two options. They joint venture with local Cambodia. That is very easy but very risky. Second, they can buy land and develop by themselves. It's difficult but safe. So why I say you can joint venture, easy but risky. Business partner is like a wife and husband. If you get the right local partner, you win. But how to get the right local partner? How many of you have more than 2 wives? Put your hand. Gentlemen in this room, please. If you have more than 2 wives, you can put your hand.
3.
Dr. Sapon,
3.
3, put your hand. You have only 1 wife, put your hand. You 1 wife, put your hand, 1 wife. Oh.
One more.
Business partner is like wife.
Dr. Kim Heang.
Yeah.
No hurry. 2 minutes.
No problem. I finished event now. International, they can joint venture with local. Make sure they get the right local. Or they can buy. If you want to buy property in Cambodia, land and build, you can apply for the citizenship. You can apply for passport, ID card, and everything, and signed by the king. We donate 500,000 to be on nhà. You also donate something, not 500,000. Donate something to be Cambodian people. And when you become Cambodian people, you own ID card, passport, family book, resident book, the same me, the same my friend. You can own the business and then buy land to develop by your own. Last slide. 1 minute, I finish. No rush.
No more. Okay, thank you. So, sir, I have a question.
No, not yet.
Not yet. 1 minute.
How does it fit local real estate market and economy of Cambodia? The economy of Cambodia is very strong because we are not a country based on only real estate. Economy of Cambodia based on agriculture, based tourism, based on banking, based on real estate, construction, and more. So real estate stands for around less than 20% of our GDP. The GDP of Cambodia is around 21 billion. It's very small compared to Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. Our GDP is only 21 billion. And real estate market stands for around less than 18 or 70% of the whole GDP. Dr. Sapon, what do you want me to do now?
Yeah, I like to ask you, someone like to ask a question that
is my last, finish for my presentation.
Yes.
You
So
have
let's
a chance to ask me one question.
Let's thank Dr. Kim Heang, please. But one
Dr.
question.
Kim,
In the case of Sihanouk View, I heard that in the news that many Chinese investors there, and then a lot of abandoned projects in Sihanouk View. What do you think about that?
A lot of, that's true. Now Chinese investors, they bring money into Cambodia, they build a lot of projects, and now some projects not yet finished, and they go back to China. But we are luckily that they keep all the building in Cambodia. That's good. Before Chinese come is empty land. They
Oh.
bring millions of land into our country. There be a lot of projects, and now some project finished, some project not finished. And because of the COVID time, they get bankruptcy. All of them disappear to somewhere I don't know. But luckily, no buildings still in Cambodia. They cannot take the building back to anywhere. So
Oh.
Cambodia get the building for free of charge.
Lucky.
Yeah, we are lucky.
Okay. So our next speaker is coming already. So let us thank.
Oh, one more
Dr.
question.
Kim
One
again.
question. I charge you $10. Thank you.